Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
Welcome to the Pressure Podcast, everybody. It's a Saturday night edition. Let's get it.
Give me a hell yeah!
NBA Finals.
So it's a final round. It is Game 7. It is do or die. It is win or go home. It is glory or doom. We've got a epic one for. I'm sure we're gonna remember this one for many ages. I just hope it's for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. We'll see.
Either pressure bursts pipes or pressure builds a diamond. We'll see. We shall see.
For those who don't know, pressure means to perform, react, and do using strategies in sports under rigorous environments, motherfucker.
Finish him!
Without further ado, we are live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Cole.
LeBron.
Fatality.
Rated M for millennials. It is Savage Saturday, and what do the headlines read? Sammy Sosa is back. My boy got his flowers last night. For the first time in 21 years, which is ironic, that's his jersey number. He wore it to represent Roberto Clemente. 21 years since the last time he was back in Chicago or in Wrigley Field. And he got his just due. He got his jersey retired, as he should. And he's the all-time Cubs leader in home runs by a mile. And it's just nice to see him back because there was no need for him to disappear. They don't hate him in Chicago. That's one of Chicago's favorite and most revered athletes of all time, with Ernie Banks and Michael Jordan and Walter Payton and them. He's up there, believe it or not. He's a humanitarian. He followed Roberto Clemente's footsteps. He was a very, very giving individual. He actually got a Congressional Medal of Honor or something like that from President Clinton for his philanthropy. So, congratulations to Sammy Sosa. Congratulations to Chicago, because I know they miss him. So,
Give me a hell yeah!
The Florida Panthers for winning that championship. Congratulations.
Hockey don't matter.
Be cool, nigga.
I'm just talking shit. Congratulations to the Florida Panthers. Florida's been winning hockey and dominating hockey. The Tampa Bay Lightning won in the early 2020s, and now in the last two 2020s, it's been the Florida Panthers. So life is good in Florida right now if you're a hockey fan. Speaking of rings, let's talk about this Bron ring culture here.
Let's do it.
So Bron is being ridiculed or praised, depending on your opinion, on his thoughts on the subject of ring culture. He says that it's disrespectful to players that are great who didn't have a ring. Just because he has 5 rings doesn't necessarily mean he's better than anybody else, or 6, or whatever the case may be. LeBron currently has 4. I tend to agree with LeBron. I'm not a ring counter personally. I don't count rings. I don't at all.
I mean,
What the fuck?
I agree, but I also think that he's always trying to move the goalposts, almost to like make himself feel like, like he's worthy. It's like, bro, if you know it, just know it. You don't have to say it. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to make an argument for it.
But
just kind of let it.
But I think he was asked a question.
Yeah, but even when you're asked that question, it's like it just seems like he's always trying to move the goalpost for himself. I feel like he should have just cut it short and sweet. It didn't have to be like something so in depth where he started talking about other sports and stuff.
Well, because it translates. Because I tend to agree with him. All these people that count rings, it is very disrespectful to those who are not as fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Just because some player has rings and some don't mean he's better than the other. I've always told people that you're not in control of who you get drafted to. You're at the mercy of the team that drafts you for the few first years of your career. And the guys that have the multiple titles, I've said it over and over again. If you look around them, there's usually a legendary coach and legendary weapons, usually Hall of Famers around them. It's a perfect storm for them to win. You don't win that many titles because you're that good of a sport. You win that many titles because you're in a perfect situation. You have a good coach and a good supporting cast around you that allows you to win multiple titles. This is a team game. So for those who are saying that, you know what I'm saying, Braun is just saying that because he doesn't have as much as Kobe or Jordan, probably never will. I don't think so. I think he was just answering the question. Now, for those who are saying that, like he says that it's just another tool for LeBron to move the goalpost. I don't think you can move that goalpost because that's been being said for a long time. There's always people who say the exact same LeBron's did. It's just that when LeBron says it, it goes blown out of proportion. And it's not the first time anybody said this. People have said this all the time. Okay, Michael Jordan said it himself. He don't compare himself with the other greats. He only compares himself to the people of his generation because he thinks that's the only way to be fair. He didn't get to play against Jerry West or Will Chamberlain.
No, I know, and on that,
so it is disrespectful.
On that, I understand, but at the end of the day, they're gonna rank. This is what people are gonna do. They're gonna rank. They're gonna want to know who's the number one player of all time. They're gonna want to know who's second or third, or fourth or fifth. They're gonna want those rankings. So,
yep,
it's just all opinionated, anyways.
I'll be there to dispute them.
Yeah, what's it looking like, bitch?
I will be there to dispute them because I like to attack the list of people who have the all-time greats at the top of the list. Most of them being the ones with multiple championship rings. Because I mean, let's honestly just come up with 3 NBA dynasties right now. Just give me 3.
3 dynasties?
You pick, 3 NBA dynasties.
Well, it'd be Celtics, Lakers, and Chicago.
Which Celtics?
The 80s, of course.
Okay,
and then for the Lakers,
the 80s.
Yeah, I would say the 80s as well. And then
and the
Chicago.
Bulls. And if you look at those 3 teams, there's not only just a great superstar there, but there's also a great supporting cast, a lot of Hall of Famers, and Hall of Fame coaches. You could say the same thing about the Golden State Warriors. You could say the same thing about the Miami Heat with LeBron. You could say the same thing about the Detroit Pistons with Chuck Daly.
I agree, but at the end of the day, they have to make themselves that way.
No.
At the end of the day, the history that what they accomplished is what makes them that great.
Not to me. To me, it's how they play.
No, but I'm saying to the general.
Correct.
audience.
That's why I'll be there to attack those lists. That's what I'm literally breaking down. Is that I'll be the one attacking those lists. Those are my favorite people to pick on. I'll destroy those arguments very clear because you cannot tell me that a guy that was drafted to a better organization than the other guy is better than the other guy automatically because he has more rings. That's just not the way it works. Just not the way it works. So I agree with LeBron, but I think it's much to do with nothing. Yeah, I think it's much to do with nothing. It's literally much to do with nothing. It's just LeBron repeating what somebody else said, and you know how it is when LeBron speaks. People have their opinions. People have to bring their swords out, their shields, grenades, precision airstrikes, sniper rifles, you name it. And then we got Game 7 on Sunday. Game 7 is the show. It is Game 7 Sunday. It's usually on a Sunday. Game 7 Sunday, baby. It's Pacers versus the Thunder at 8 o'clock on ABC.
That will be tomorrow.
The Thunder are favored by 7.5 points,
Today?
basically 8. 8-point favorites. I think that is disrespectful. I think if you're a smart or savvy fan, you would bet the Pacers plus 7.5.
And I would bet the Pacers to win too.
The series is tied 3-3. Both cities are seeking their first title. This is going to be Oklahoma's first ever championship in pro sports, and this will be Indiana's first. Well, in basketball, because they got one for the Colts. Thanks to Peyton Manning. So, what to expect? Who's winning? Why? Let's get to that shit.
Talk that sass, nigga. Talk that sass.
You want to go first?
Now go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going with OKC with my head, just because they're actually good at home. They're actually they have gotten games stolen from them, but one was a tip in, and the other one was a major comeback from a team that's been making comebacks for the last two playoff series? The last two playoff series, they just been making some incredible comebacks. So, shout out to them. But I think we're probably gonna see our best SGA. Just what I would say to him is like stay within that mid range where it works. Don't try to overdo it. If you see that your team's going, then you can start, showing off a little bit. But just keep it slow and steady, mid range. Try to get to the free throw line. You know you're gonna get most of the calls because you're at home. Home teams usually get the call. So I'm gonna go with them, but I'm very worried because the problem with them isn't gonna be like you said, SGA. It's the others. And if Williams has another game like he had last game where he couldn't even control the ball at certain points when he was dribbling to his left and right, then that could be a major L because I think between both of them they had double-digit turnovers in that game. They had 23. That's half from your star players, from your two star players. Can't happen. It just can't happen again. So, and I'm not like even though I like Williams, I'm not sold on him because, again, this is Game 7. We don't know what we're gonna get. Let's be honest. We really don't from any of these players, except two. Or I'll say one. I'm gonna say one, because one was actually an NBA Finals champion, actually leading that team to a championship, and that's Siakam. So if he continues the consistency he's had this whole series, then yes, Indiana could win this game. If Hallie shows up and T.J. McConnell does what he does off the bench, they have a chance. Absolutely have a chance. Because it's Game 7. Most Game 7s don't. They're not really blowouts. What's your take, sir?
Well, I agree with a lot of you said. I honestly don't know who's gonna win. But this is what I expect. Like you just said right before you closing, in the last 50 years of Game 7 histories in the NBA, there's never been a blowout. There's never even been a 7-point lead. Which is why I would definitely bet the Pacers plus 7.5. Another thing I know is that the Indiana Pacers have 8, I repeat, 8 players in their lineup averaging 10 or more points per game in the NBA Finals. That is crazy.
Fatality.
Because that tells you that if Tyrese was playing a little bit better, they might have had these games won, and this wouldn't even have been. This could have been over in 6.
No. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
For real.
So I expect the Pacers to spread the ball around. Big pause. I expect T.J. McConnell to have a good game. I expect Siakam to have a good game. I expect Halliburton to be triple-double kind of guy, not the guy that's going to go off for 30. And I expect SGA and I don't know who will show up. That's what I expect.
You see, and there's the problem that lies. The I don't know who's gonna show up makes me think Indiana could win this
Yeah.
in 7 because of Siakam.
So
They actually have a good, you know what I'm saying?
So that's what I expect. So because of that, what I expect, I'm taking Indiana to win. And the reason why is because they have the better supporting cast than the Oklahoma City Thunder. And if they play the better defense like they did Game 6, this game is over very, very early. Obviously, I still expect a close game, but I just think the Indiana Pacers are going to take control. And then eventually, if it comes to a close game situation, one team is more clutch than the other by far. So, what's there to talk about?
Prediction?
I said the Pacers.
No, I mean number. Would
Oh, I would
put
say
a number?
I'll say 101 to 97, 96.
I put 98 to 94. it's pretty close. I mean, those games usually are, not the perfect games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that guy. They're nervous, man. They're nervous, and this is not coming just from SGA and Holly. This is coming from Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. This is coming from Luka, and this is coming from Michael Jordan, like Kobe, who like it just.
I agree. I completely agree. There's something funny that I saw. I expect Siakam to show up, and if Siakam does show up, he has a new nickname, so get ready. Meet the Thunder Taker. Pascal Siakam in a new role as a villain called the Thunder Taker. We will talk about him shortly, okay? Very, very shortly.
Give me a hell yeah!
That's fire right there.
Now,
That's fire.
before-
Please win.
Before we get to
We're gonna
that,
advertise these shirts.
we've got to mention these bums, okay? These trash ass motherfuckers, okay? I have never seen a tandem of the tallest dudes in the world that are so ass in an NBA Finals. And look at this right here.
They're
This is-
mirroring literally that.
It's literally the same nonsense. They're supposed to be averaging over 15 rebounds, I think, in my view, but no.
What is the 84%
Free throw.
and 90? That's the only thing they're doing good.
Yep. But that's only in the series. Shaq's not a 95% free throw shooter.
No. I know. Definitely not in the regular season
You know what I'm saying?
or in the playoffs in general.
So these guys are bums.
Just fine.
These guys are what we call bums. So we put them in the shelter. They deserve to go over there. They don't. This is what I expect. I expect not to count on them. I expect not to even think that they're gonna put up an effort to help their team in Game 7. These guys are Kevin Loves. These guys are J.R. Smiths. They might make a shot or two, but that's about it. These are the guys that are completely irrelevant for what to expect in Game 7. All right.
Yes.
So let's get to players under pressure. Who'd you got for Game 7?
Okay, I got Holly. I say he just need to do what exactly? Do everything he can. Don't overdo it. Basically, don't overdo it though. You have like you said they got 9. They go deep. Pause. I put Turner in there, but that's because he needs to do something. And I'm not saying go score. I'm not saying I need you to start shooting more or be aggressive offensively, because Lord knows that percentage you just put up, you don't need to be shooting. So just rebound and play defense. Just rebound and play defense. And then Siakam just keep the consistency the way you've been playing the whole finals. By the way, if they win, he's MVP, right?
He's MVP. That's why he's the Thunder taker.
Okay. So then SGA, just find your middle. Just go to your mid-range, your gravy. Williams, you need to find that rhythm you had. Because that last game, that wasn't it. But if we know any better, we would say if we would think anybody's gonna come along for the ride, it's gonna be him, right? Because he's shown the most consistently. And then Chet, do something, bro. I don't care what you do.
I just told you.
Do something.
I just told you he doesn't even belong. He don't even belong. He's completely
do,
irrelevant.
Do something, man.
He's just completely irrelevant.
No, but I put Hartenstein in there because I feel like he need an anchor because Chet is ass. And then I put TJ in there as well. Just be the sixth man, bro. Be the sixth man. You was in game 6. Keep the consistency going. One more game and you're a champ.
Yep. That's a good list.
Give me a hell yeah!
As you know, we're rated M for millennials, so we do things a little differently. In Dragon Ball Z, whenever they got some shit to take care of, when shit hit the fan, the Earth's fate is in their hands. There are 2 special rooms they like to use. Oh, shit. Number 1 is the hyperbolic time chamber. It is a weird and special room where you can spend a whole year's worth of training in 24 hours. The other one is called the gravity chamber. That was more us because it's pressure. In this gravity chamber, you can multiply Earth's gravity times however much you can handle, so you can get ready for the cell games or for the tournament. So we're gonna go to the lower half. We're gonna go to 100 times gravity. Okay. In this room, it's pretty crowded. You're gonna find 2 Pacers and 2 Thunder. I got Halliburton in here and Siakam, and I got Jalen Williams and Caruso. Every time I put them in the gravity chamber, I always give them instructions. For Halliburton, it's very simple. Break the internet. All the memes and all the Hallies and all that shit will depend on if you perform in the clutch and win. Break the internet. Siakam, break OKC's heart. You are the Thunder taker. This is your calling. You were born to steal one from the Oklahoma City Thunder that they had for sure at home. For Jalen Williams, break out 25, bro. Break out 25 points per game. Like you were doing earlier, 25 points per 8 or something like that per game until the last game. Do that, and you guys should win. And break down TJ is your instructions, Caruso. Whatever you can to smother him, to make him sure he's not Tony Parker-esque, you need to do that. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Not to mention, it added more pressure to you. This is your 3rd game since you scored 18, I think, or whatever.
No, he scored 20 I think it was 2 games ago.
Gotcha. So you score that 18 to 20 threshold once every 3 games, you're due. So let's see if that's true. And then in the 400 times gravity room, only one guy can handle this. Super Saiyan, none other than the MVP. In his gravity room, he has way too many instructions. Don't choke. Don't make a mistake. Don't ghost in the clutch. Don't merchant fouls. Don't miss a free throw. And do not pass it to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren ain't going to make a shot for you. He's shooting 12% from the three-point line, which is pathetic. So you got the most pressure out of everybody because you were up 3-2.
He just hit his first 3-pointer of the last game.
I know. And he missed a wide open alley-oop. So, SGA, you got the most pressure out of everybody. Everybody expects you to come out champion. You're the MVP. You're supposed to be the finals MVP. This is your ring. You're the one that won 68 games this year at a historic pace. You're supposed to break the mold of young teams. This is your chance. All those things are right there, bro. You cannot you cannot make a mistake. You cannot ghost in the clutch and have 0 points in the last 4 minutes or 5 minutes of the 4th quarter. Can't be out there breaking shots either and turning the ball over. Don't be crying for fouls. In Game 7, usually the referees let you play.
That is true.
Don't be missing free throws because a few fouls that you're gonna get, you're probably gonna be important. This is gonna be a close game, and if you pass it to Chet way too many times, he's gonna let you down. So there goes wasted possessions. It might as well turn the ball over.
I can already hear the announcer talking about, oh, they're gonna let him play today.
Yeah, they're gonna let him play. So if I was SGA, I would do none of those
Right
things.
about that.
And even if you do all those things and still lose, they're not gonna blame it too harsh on you, but they're still gonna shit on you.
Yeah, this one's one that you were like, I feel like you can't fumble this. You can't fumble this because they gave you 2 opportunities.
Yep. Like I said a few
my
days ago,
God, imagine losing Game 7 at home.
like I said, right now, Batman and Robin on the up and up. But if you were to lose the next 2 games, you're no longer Batman and Robin.
Then they switch on,
You're Ren and Stimpy or something now.
which is still good. Just not,
It ain't Batman and
just
Robin.
not-
It ain't Scottie Pippen and Jordan. I promise you that one. It ain't Shaq and Kobe. And damn sure ain't Bill Russell and Cousy.
Fatality.
You know what I mean? So, SGA, it's all on you. What you gonna do, dog? I think he's gonna show up with 30 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds, 7 rebounds.
That's what I think.
But I don't think Williams is gonna hit 25. I don't think Caruso is gonna hit 12, and I don't think Homo Green is gonna hit 9.
Nah, I get Caruso 12. He better get 12. He better do something.
I got Obi Toppin with 15 points. I got Halliburton with 15 points. I got Siakam with 22. I got McConnell with 12. He's going to get his 12.
I mean, he pretty much always does. So
I got Miles Turner being ejected in the first quarter. And I
and
got...
Chet too, because it was double tech, double.
Who the hell is that guy? Don't even let him in the arena. I wouldn't let him in the arena. You're not leading. Don't even suit up, bro. And if we win, you don't touch a champagne bottle. You don't put the goggles on. If it stings your eyes, it stings your eyes. You deserve it, bitch. Matter of fact, make sure you guys make sure you tie his ass up, tie his overgrown ass up. Make sure he cannot take his block his face or anything. Big pause, and everybody aim at that motherfucker.
With the cork.
With the cork and all. Hope you poke an eye out. I hope all of them do. Poke all the eyes that you can. Pause. Because he don't deserve to celebrate with you guys if you win, and he's definitely the guy to blame if you lose. He's already put him there. Miles Turner's the main guy. I'm blaming if the Indiana Pacers lose. Miles Turner, you trash. Absolute trash, bro. I expected just one game where he could score 20, and no, he can't even do that.
Turner stands for turn your ass around.
And Homo Green, fuck him.
Don't come back in the arena.
Nah, they shouldn't even be allowed in the arena. There's no need for these guys because they don't even rebound anyway. It makes no sense to
Did
me.
you see how many he's averaging? 4.3.
Stop that, Sam!
Put that, you have that still?
What?
That stat? Show me that stat one.
Well, those motherfuckers there.
Look at the rebound, bro.
4.5.
4.5. Jesus.
It's stupid, bro.
I just don't understand how somebody who's 7 foot or 6'11", whatever, can get fucking 10 rebounds.
Yeah, I don't understand how people who are in the NBA can't do their jobs. Is what I don't understand. Your job is to rebound. You're the tallest dude on the floor. You're supposed to be dominating the boards. And you pull up with 4.7 rebounds per game, Miles Turner.
I expect you to do better than that, God.
Is that why Indiana stuck with you? This is how you repay them? They've got it's pathetic, bro. I've never seen 2 centers in these same finals do this bad. Not even JaVale McGee was this bad. And everybody laughed at JaVale McGee, and JaVale McGee was actually pretty all right.
JaVale McGee was actually pretty good. I don't care what anybody says.
You got Ben Wallace is out there
Totally
with
on
6'9", 6'8". Dennis Rodman is 6'7".
I think Dwight Howard could go in the game right now and get more rebounds than
Bro,
Miles Turner.
Patrick Beverly gets more rebounds than Miles Turner.
Shit, T.J. McConnell gets more.
Muggsy Bogues
That nigga got a rebound.
and Spud Webb and Nate Robinson and Isaiah Thomas. He couldn't get more rebounds than that guy.
If anybody deserves a motherfucking championship, it might be TJ. TJ been in the league for a minute, and he been nothing but like a consistent player off the bench. Plays hard, plays the right way, doesn't turn the ball over, knows his job, knows his role, doesn't try to do too much. Great teammate.
I think he sucks. I think he's overrated. I think he's white playing the wrong sport. And I hope this is the last time I ever see him play basketball.
TJ?
Yep. But he better show up tomorrow, motherfucker. You better show up tomorrow, because if he show up against the Knicks, but not against the Oklahoma City Thunder, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to be pissed off. Because he cooked us.
He's cooking them too. What are you talking about?
He better continue. I better not see him put up no fucking goose egg tomorrow.
Nah, he ain't got a goose egg. Bro, I told you, this guy's damn near 10 points every game.
Oh, he is at 10 points every game. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. That's who he is.
So all you 8 motherfuckers that average 10
The
points per game.
nigga I'm worried about is Williams. Is Williams going to have a bounce back?
I don't know.
Or is he going to be trying to do that shit he was doing? Because I think a lot of Williams' points were coming from, like, making back cuts and stuff like that. I didn't see none of that in this last game where he was, like, trying to make a back cut to get an easy basket. Everything was off the dribble. And, nigga, that gets tiring at some point when you're playing defense on the other side as well.
Well, then he's overrated, too, if he can't score off the dribble. That's supposed to be your
Nah,
bread and butter.
But
isn't it ISO?
I don't think he's a consistent.
ISO machine Williams.
I don't think he's a consistent mid-range shooter.
So why they give him so much ISO?
Nah.
They better not keep. I mean, I hope they keep giving more ISO and let him keep bricking shots. I don't want to see the
Or turning the
OKC
ball.
win. Oklahoma sucks. I don't want to. Nah, fuck that shit. At least Indiana has corn. Does the Thunder have fucking tornadoes? We got some here too in Orlando and Florida. Fuck you. Fuck Oklahoma. And I hope that we come back Monday night and we're celebrating with the Indiana Pacers and Reggie and all those people, Jalen Rose and Mark Jackson, all the old, you know what I'm saying? And I hope Tyrese Halliburton just breaks the internet with one of his.
They tell this nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
They tell this nigga Chet. They tell this nigga Chet to come in the locker room so they can do what we said to playing. Throw that shit in his face. Bitch, we won.
Nah, they should make Chet clean up the locker room after they're done with it. Both of them.
Nah, I'm saying hit him with the corks. Anyway,
You know what?
I'm saying hit him with the corks.
He
anyway.
deserves. Him and Miles Turner deserve to clean up the entire arena. From head to toe, from the parking lot all the way into the basketball court. Just them two alone, a mop and a broom and a dustpan, and that's it. They don't got to scrub or nothing. Just they got to mop and sweep everything, the entire arena, by themselves. That's what they deserve. All the money they make. 4.5 rebounds. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. That's like you're the fastest motherfucker in baseball, but you have 0 stolen bases.
Basically.
Literally.
Finish him!
You have the tools, but you're not going to use them.
You got the strongest arm the world's ever seen, but you cannot throw a strike. How are you tall and you cannot get rebounds? What does he do? I've never even noticed. What does he do? Does he just not go for it?
I told you, he's very lackadaisical. he's not like that type to just go after all rebounds.
But that's below Kwame Brown numbers. At least he averaged 7. That's below Kwame Brown number, and Kwame Brown was a scrub. So what did I say about you, Miles Turner? I used to fucks with you, bro, but not no more. I'm sorry, bro, but this is how I judge people when they in the playoffs. If you just completely lay an egg time and time and time again, I can't fuck with you. Now, like Lamar Jackson or like Peyton or like Jordan, people who play good but struggle to win,
Yeah,
that's different than just not showing up at all. At least they showed up.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Even J.R. Smith showed up, as stupid as he is. At least he even tries to show up. I don't know what you do, but I don't know what neither one of you guys do. I don't know how you could miss a wide open layup. I mean, an alley-oop.
They was missing all type of shit.
It's like drunk music and shit right there.
And then neither one of them have like really good post moves. So it's like they can't get to where they want to get to because they just don't have that in their arsenal at all.
They don't need a move.
It looks like a beautiful.
All
it
they
looks
need
like
to
a
do
mess.
is catch the ball on the block, turn around, and just put the ball
They
over
can't
the
do
hoop
that.
and release it.
They
That's
can't
it.
do that.
Like that, you know, like
They missed those too.
You know in the Toy Story, the claw, that little
Yeah.
machine. You just do that, and that's all they have to do is
yeah.
just grab it. But that's not what they do. What they do is what the machine normally does. It grabs it. It's coming. No, it dropped it. It dropped it before it got to the basket. You don't get your prize. Try again.
Facts.
That's what they are.
Big facts.
They belong on the fucking circus. It's just, like I said, I've never seen a tandem of bigs so pathetic on either side like that. Face to face, mano a mano.
Yeah, man. Do better, man. Do better.
Yep. So we're gonna cut it off here. We ain't got much to talk about. We're just gonna wait till the N3 Finals Game 7, and we'll be back on Monday night.
Yes, sir.
We're here Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at midnight. Please feel free to subscribe, comment, and leave a like. And remember, we are the Pressure Podcast. The viewers have say. If you have a webcam, we could send you a link, put you on a little screen back there, hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Finish him.
Predictions,
And
number wise.
please be safe,
the
motherfuckers.
comments.
We'll see you then. Happy Sunday.